You're welcome back to AJOKE'S vlog. My name is AJOKE. Hope you guys are doing good as I am doing good right here. Okay, guys, I'm overwhelmed. I felt so loved and understood from the previous vlog about women having influence. It's beautiful to connect to a lot of people through that vlog. I'm really grateful to everyone who reached out to me, to everyone who watched, who liked, who shared and commented. This actually means a whole lot to me. So guys, to all the new subscribers, welcome and I love you. And if you're a first timer, you're welcome to AJOKE'S vlog. I personally, beautifully welcome you to AJOKE'S vlog. So please do me a favor. The red subscribe button, hit the subscribe button and join the gang. AJOKE'S vlog gang. Okay, welcome officially now. You're part of the gang. And if you are yet to make up your mind, if you're going to subscribe, just stick with me and let's talk through to the end of the vlog. Okay guys, so today we are still continuing our discussion about Africa. Seriously guys, we are still going to talk about Africa because I've been reflecting so much about me, about Africa, about the fate of Africa after COVID-19. I'm bothered. I'm burdened. I told someone that I'm burdened with Africa. I find myself praying. I find myself feeling down and almost getting sad because of the thoughts about Africa. Basically, it's in the news that there's a Chinese museum where Africans are compared to animals. I had to Google that, and it was an exhibition in 2017. It is actually not a recent exhibition, but that is all shades of wrong. How would you compare me as beautiful with my melanin and my brown and everything swag and nice to an animal? I'm not an animal. I'm not. So today we are going to talk about African youth as the catalyst for the birth of the Africa that we desire. They said youth are the leaders of tomorrow, but now the tomorrow is here. COVID-19 is just like a door to a tomorrow. That is the way I see it. Nature, God, Earth, whatever has given us a time to reflect how we can bring a newness to our different continents, to our different countries, to ourselves. And it will be an aberration if at the end of COVID-19, Africa would not come into the light of this newness. We will still continue in this shades of being all wrong and disrespected to the point of being compared to an animal. Every African youth, every African youth, including myself at some point, would say bad things about the African continent. Would even say, oh, Africa can never be good, Africa can never be great, Africa can never be this. But one thing is just that we realize that there is power in words. The same way you would not use wrong words on yourself, the same way you would not place a curse on yourself, the same way I want you to have this mindset. I want you to be an agent of influence in your circle. Spread this notice to your people, to your friends, to your families that are youth. Like, we are coming into this future we are creating with our own mouth. So the more we use our mouth to curse Africa, the more it is making it difficult for us to attain the greatness we as people want to give Africa, or we want Africa to have. An average American would say, God bless America, irrespective of whatever is going on in America. So why is it odd for us to say, oh, despite what is going on in Africa, despite what is going on in Nigeria, God bless Nigeria, or I'm hopeful Nigeria will be great? You know, when you talk to some people and be like, oh, Nigeria would be great, be like, oh no, ever since they've been saying Nigeria will be great, Nigeria can never be great. But I used to be like them. I used to be like you. I'm not trying to say that I'm wrong. This is my vlog. If you know, is I'm saying what I'm doing. But right now, ever since I've come to this knowledge, I have had a change of mind. I have begun to see positive things about Africa. I'm beginning to project positivity and the right mindset towards Africa. So if we can even say that maybe the predicament the African continent is going through is as a reflection of the words that has been said over time by people. We've accepted everything. This world leader will say, "Oh, Africa will be the headquarter of poverty," and nobody would stand up against that to shut that person up. And then words are beginning to reflect on us. So I urge the African youth like me to please rise up as an agent of influence. It doesn't matter. You might not even be able to see it. China was once like Africa. They were going through stuff, but then they believed. The leaders here were the crops of youth. Then they believed in the greatness of their country and they achieved it. It starts from the right mindset. So I urge the African youth who are hoping to be catalysts of the greatness of Africa to have a right mindset. Let us start projecting positivity. Let us start speaking positivity. So for you speak positivity on yourself, you can say, oh, I am African. I am blessed. Because I am blessed, Africa is blessed. If you're Togolese, oh, because I am blessed, Togo is blessed. If you're Nigerian, because I am blessed, Nigeria is blessed. Because I have a full potential and I would live my full potential, or my country would live its full potential, it would not be small. Some of those little blessings actually go a long way. I know I might sound stupid to some people right now, but that is just the truth. Some of those little words we overlook have a way of being the reality that we are going to live. And number 2 is that African youths who are going to be the catalyst of a new Africa, who are going to be the mother who will go into the birth pangs to give birth to a new Africa, must understand that selfishness is the killer of vision. Selfishness is the killer of vision. If you are going to study abroad, if you're studying back home, and the only way you would think you can achieve success is by thinking what you can achieve with your degree and with the post you can get to, without thinking how you can give back to your society. This is the mindset of our power-thirsty leaders, of those people in power now. They were once like us. They wanted the crown, they wanted the fame, they wanted the relevance at all costs. But they do not have a vision. They do not have a vision. They thought it was goals for them to be at the helms of power. But now when there are goals and there is no solid vision to fulfill your goals, you end up living a selfish life because everything revolves around you. Now, this brings us to the issue of goals and vision. It's easy for you to say, I am a youth, I have goals, I have to be this thing at this particular age. Essence of your becoming on the people around you. We want to be wealthy. We all want to be wealthy. We will all want to be relevant. We will all want to leave our names in the marks of time. But let us not just live like the people ahead of us, because at the end of the day, if we continue living like this, we would reduplicate the errors of the present crops of leaders that we have in Africa. So selfishness is a killer of vision. Everything does not have to revolve around you. Everything does not have to revolve around you. And one thing is just that wealth and relevance or fame is just an addition to your vision. But most times we think we look more at the benefits than what we have to do. So I urge every African youth, watching this vlog right now across the diaspora to have a change of mind. Let's think more of us as a representative of our nation, of our continent. I believe God is raising a crop of African leaders. He has blessed us, even while we are still youth. But we need a change of mindset to be the catalyst of the future we are going to birth now. And number 3 is you should be prepared. That's just it. You know, every time we feel life is preparing me, God is preparing me, but we feel we know, but we do not know. In as much as you feel you want to give back to Africa, in as much as you want to give back to your nation, what do you know? Let's seek knowledge. It's not the fact that you are studying medicine and you want to become a minister of health, and that doesn't make sense for you to just focus on just your academics. There are other things you should know. Let's revisit history. Let's revisit policies. Let's revisit the trade ties we have with nations, with continents outside of Africa. Which one are we benefiting? So we can know as individuals that when we are coming into power and we are coming into place of authority, we know the right mindset to bring to these things. Nobody will help Africa. That is just it. In as much as our leaders believe that we should keep getting loan, we should keep making ties, and these gifts are Trojan horses. Trojan horses that looks good and just harmless on the outside, but deep down in it, they are exploiting us, they are disrespecting us, they are abusing us, they are taking us away our power as human. Nobody's gonna help Africa. No loan, no ties, no alliances will help Africa, because the people that are coming to you, dear Africa, to help you are not helping you just to make you great. They want to be in control. I hope to just say this now because I think it's a known fact that we all know that the power tussle that is going to go on, that has even started with COVID-19. The power tussle is just whoever is in control of Africa now would be the new world power. So now Africa is just like a tussle ball between the great nations of the world who wants to be the world power. So do you think they're going to help you? They're not going to help you. They want to use you to get into power. And at the end of the day, if you're no longer useful to them, they discard you. These new leaders are going, these old leaders rather are going to die. Now, would you, as an African youth, grow up to be discarded, to be disrespected? Will you be satisfied? It's our time we are not contented in playing second fiddle to people. We've played second fiddle over time. We've had the mindset of being second fiddle over time, and then that is the way they see us. The lowest part of creation, the other part, the unknown, the irrelevant, the unidentified part of existence. I don't know. This is not a time for us to just be students. This is not a time for us just to be mathematicians, to be scientists, to be fashion entrepreneurs, to be business people, to be marketers, to be YouTubers. This is a time of great reflection. Because at the end of the day, we are all in it together, irrespective of how rich or how poor your family is gonna be. You make money, money won't bring you worth. Wealth will not bring you worth later. It might give you opportunities, it might give you advantages over the poor, but at the end of the day, we suffer the same fate because of the name of the continent, because of the identity of the continent, because of the black skin. Let us rise up as catalysts. Let us be provoked enough to know that life has gone beyond sleeping and waking up. It has gone beyond business unusual. Now we are not even in the usual time of just being African, being existing and trying to achieve goals to add to your credentials. Now is the time to bring to the forefront everything you know as an armory to defend your continent, to defend your nation. Let us do beyond talking. It's one thing for me to sit back and face the camera and talk to you. It's one thing for us to stay in our WhatsApp group, in our Facebook group, on all social media groups and keep talking. This is the time for us to bring together ideas, to come together. It's not something one person can do. This is the time, if you have a vision, to align with other people with vision, for us to be able to come together to build policies to have the Africa of our dream. It is my great desire for me to live to witness the new Africa. It is my desire for me to live and have to have an Africa where our passports are respected, our identity are respected. It is a time for it. I look forward to an Africa that provokes power, that an African leader would stand and the world would carry power and it would be respected. Not one when we have to hide under WHO or UN or UNICEF or whatever international whatever power or whatever. I look forward to an Africa where not even Melinda Gates will be able to say that our streets will be littered with cops and nobody would be able to stand up out of all the African leaders to shut her down just because we've collected loans, we've collected treasury loans, whatever money they said that we collected, and that is it. Africa is going to be great if only you realize that you are a catalyst. If only I realize that I am a catalyst. Everybody's playing safe, yeah. But one thing is just that there is a time you will have safety and you wish you have more than safety. And at that time, we realize that we've played with the future we thought we were going to, because the future is beginning from this era, this season, this decade of after COVID-19. So it's left for us to continue the cycle of being contented, and just like rabid dogs, when we are offended, we look for the fastest solution, not one that will become a lasting solution. So I hope you realize and you come to acceptance that you have to do your bit, irrespective of whatever you do. And in whatever you do, you're an ambassador of Africa. Keep being good, keep doing your best, and God bless you so much. God bless Africa, God bless Nigeria, my country. God bless Togo, and God bless you. If you're yet to subscribe, please do subscribe. And if you know of any other person who has this like mind about Africa, about what God wants us to do as African people at this time, please feel free to share. I would love to hear your opinions on what we should do, what exactly we should do. If you have solutions, if you want to brainstorm with me, if you want to share ideas with me, I'm open. You can follow me on Instagram at AJOKE'S blog, or you can drop your ideas as a comment section. I would read all and try to reply. Thank you so much. Bye bye.